Jose, where is the money? Tell me now.
No, I'm not telling you, that is final.
You leave me no choice then to kill you instead.
I don't give a shit, at least I'm protecting the money and keeping them somewhere safe where you will never find them.
I'm guessing we have to do this the hard way, so.
Go on, tell me.
I will bring Raphael Cruz, the most dangerous police officer.
Oh no, I'm cooked.
Tell me where it is. Where is the money? Now tell me where the money is. Ah. Oh no, what have I done? I killed Jose. I am cooked. I need to get out of here and clean the mess up.
Far away from the police station, Raphael Fernández and Gardo work at the Behala dump site as they do every day. Why? The giant cranes unload mountains of rubbish while the boys search through the trash for anything valuable. The area near the crane belts as dangerous trash falls constantly from above, but Raphael and Gardo know it is the best place to find useful items before anyone else gets to them. Although both boys are 14 years old, Gardo is considered the leader. He is tougher, more serious, and always looking out for Raphael. Is glad to have his friend beside him as they sort through a fresh pile of rubbish. Raphael notices a bag from one of the city's wetly neighborhoods. Excited, he begins searching through it. Suddenly a small leather bag appears.
Hey Gardo, look at this.
That's a fortune.
It belongs to someone named José Angelico.
Inside they find a city map, a key with a yellow tag marked 101, and a wallet, and is amazed to discover 1 foot 100 pesos inside. The boys examine the information and try to learn more about the owner before anyone else can notice. Raphael quietly slips the leather bag into his pocket. Neither boy realizes that the SG may contain clues connected to a mystery much bigger than they can imagine. As the sun sets in Behala, Raphael and Gardo, unaware Jose Angelico's belongings will soon change their lives forever. That evening, Raphael Fernández and Gardo are kicking a ball around the Behala dump site nearby. Raphael's auntie cooks rice over a communal fire with dozens of other families. Life in Behala is difficult, but the evening gatherings help bring the community together. Suddenly several police officers arrive at the dump site. The residents stop what they are doing and stare. Police officers rarely visit Behala, and their presence immediately makes everyone nervous. Leading the group is Inspector Raphael Cruz. Raphael feels with Thomas. One do the community leaders.
We are looking for a missing leather bag. Anyone who finds it and returns it will receive 10,000 pesos.
Raphael immediately realizes they are talking about the bag he found earlier that day. For a moment he almost raises his hand, then he remembers something. The police seem far too interested in the bag. Something does not feel right. Raphael lowers his hand. Just then his auntie points towards him.
My nephew found something today.
What did you find?
Just a shoe.
If anyone finds the bag, bring it to us immediately. It may solve an important crime.
As the officers leave, Raphael feels uneasy. That night he returns to the small box he shares with his cousins. Hidden among his few possessions are a pair of jeans, a broken penknife, a cup with a picture of the Virgin Mary, a broken watch, and the leather bag belonging to Jose Angelico. A short time later, Gardo arrives.
I don't like the way those police looked at you.
Neither do I.
We shouldn't keep it here.
Then where do we hide it?
Rat lives in a part of the dump site that almost nobody visits. If the police come searching, it will be the last place they look.
They boys agree to move the bag. The following day, neither of them realizes that the mystery surrounding Jose Angelico and the missing bag is about to become far more dangerous. After dinner, Raphael Fernández and Gardo carefully make their way through one of the worst parts of the Behala dump site. The ground is wet and muddy and rats scurry everywhere. Neither boy likes coming here. Gardo still remembers the painful rat bite that injured his hand years ago, while Raphael worries about being trapped beneath falling trash. The boys finally Rat, a real name is June, but everyone calls him Rat because he lives among the rodents in a hidden trash hole.
Rat.
What are you two doing here?
We need your help.
You want me to hide that? Haha, sure, I'll put it inside my wall, but if you leave it too long the rats might eat it.
The three boys sit together and examine the content. Once again they study the city map, the identification card and the key marked with the number 101. Gardo grows uneasy.
What if this is connected to a murder case?
We should be careful.
The boys decided not to hand the bag over immediately. Instead, they planned to wait a few days while pretending to search for it like everyone else. Suddenly, Rat picks up the yellow tag key.
I know what this is.
You do. This is a luggage locker key from Central Station. How do you know?
Because I lived there for a year. If this key belongs to José Angelico, then whatever he left behind might still be waiting inside that locker.
Here is your 100 pesos for helping identify the key.
Thanks. I think we should go to Central Station.
Both know they are stepping deeper into a mystery that began with José Angelico's bag. At that moment, the three friends decide that their next destination will be Central Station and Locker 101.
We should go now.
No, the police will be everywhere tomorrow. If you're missing, they'll become suspicious.
Gardo knows he must think carefully. He often feels responsible for looking after Raphael, who sometimes acts before thinking. The next morning, Behala is busier than ever. Children, teenagers and even very young kids flood the dump site. Inspector Raphael Cruz has ordered a massive search for José Angelico's missing bag. The police promised payment to anyone willing to help. Soon the landfill becomes dangerously crowded. New trash trucks line up outside the gates waiting to unload. Many children climb onto the trucks to search through the rubbish before it reaches the ground. Gardo keeps Raphael close by.
Stay where I can see you.
The police focus their attention on trucks arriving from the wealthy McKinney district where José Angelico's bag originally came from. Meanwhile, Rat sits quietly nearby pretending not to care because he is always covered in dirt and dust. Nobody pays much attention to him as the day continues. Raphael and Gardo become increasingly nervous. The more effort the police put into finding the bag, the more important it seems. Neither boy understands why Inspector Raphael Cruz is so desperate to recover it, but both know they made the right decision by keeping it hidden. At one point, someone discovers a handbag. Excitement spreads through the crowds. Police officers rush over. However, after examining it, they realize it is not the bag they are searching for. The search continues for hours. Eventually, the police give up for the day and pay the workers. That evening, the atmosphere around Behala changes. Families gather around cooking fires. Some people celebrate with food and drinks, happy to have earned extra money. Raphael's auntie remains worried.
The police asked me questions. They even threatened to search our house.
I told you it was dangerous to tell them Raphael found something.
There is nothing for them to find.
Later that night, Raphael and Gardo discuss their plans.
We can check Locker 101. If there's nothing important, we can hand over the bag.
Or get rid of it completely.
The boys convince themselves that they are in control of the situation. What they do not realize is that Inspector Raphael Cruz has no intention of giving up. As long as he believes the bag can reveal secrets connected to José Angelico, he will continue searching, and the closer Raphael, Gardo and Rat get to the truth, the greater the danger becomes. The following morning, Raphael Fernández and Rat are ready to leave for Central Station. Gardo is less enthusiastic.
We should stay away from the police.
But we need to know what's inside Locker 101.
After a long discussion, Gardo finally agrees to lead the way. The three boys leave Behala before sunrise. A train rattles through crowded neighborhoods. Gardo continues to worry.
I heard the reward for José Angelico's bag has increased.
The police won't pay us anyway.
"5 minutes, that's all you've got."
Yes, sir.
The boys move quickly through the station. Raphael notices security guards nearby and becomes nervous. If they are caught, they could face serious trouble. Rat, however, appears completely calm. Soon they arrive near the row of luggage locker. Gardo carefully watches the area. The locker appears untouched.
The police haven't found it.
Rat takes the key marked 101 and disappears into the crowd. Several tense minutes pass, then Rat returns carrying a large envelope beneath his arm.
Walk normally.
Trying not to attract attention, the boys casually make their way toward platform 4. Once they are safely away from the station, they run until they reach a quiet area hidden by bushes and tall grass. Only then do they stop breathing heavily. Raphael turns to Rat.
What was inside?
Inside is a letter. The letter appears to have been written by José Angelico before his arrest. The envelope is addressed to a man named Gabriel Olendres at Colva prison. Raphael unfolds the pages. At first glance the message makes no sense. It is filled with strange words, numbers and coded symbols. Gardo studies the pages carefully.
This isn't normal.
José Angelico had hidden something important enough to place inside locker 101, something important enough for Inspector Raphael Cruz to search desperately for the bag.
The three friends exchange worried looks. For the first time they understand that they are no longer dealing with a simple lost wallet. They have become part of a much larger mystery, and somewhere Inspector Raphael Cruz is still looking for the same answers.
My name is Father Juliard and I run the Pascal Agula Mission School near the Behala dump site. For many years I have tried to help the children of Behala receive an education. It is not easy. Most of them spend the day scavenging through rubbish to earn enough money to survive. Among those children was Jun, better known as Rat. Rat was one of the most remarkable boys I have ever met. Although he was often dirty, hungry and exhausted, he possessed a quick mind and endless curiosity. Sister Olivia and I cared deeply for him. One Thursday afternoon Rat arrived at the school accompanied by Raphael Fernández and Gardo. The three boys looked nervous. Rat claimed they needed to use the school's old computer to research answers for a newspaper quiz. I suspected there was more to the story, but I decided not to ask too many questions. I allowed them inside. As soon as they reached the computer they began searching for information. The names they entered immediately caught my attention. José Angelico and Gabriel Olendres. I recognized neither name, but the boys seemed extremely interested in the results. While they searched I brought Rat several sandwiches. He accepted them gratefully. The poor child looked as though he had not eaten properly in days. As I watched them work I was amazed by how naturally they used the computer. Despite having little formal education they navigated the system with confidence. After some time Raphael printed several pages. The boys studied the information carefully. According to the records they found, José Angelico had recently died under mysterious circumstances. Gabriel Olendres was serving time in Colva prison. The discovery appeared to confirm that the coded letter from locker 101 was connected to something important. The boys exchanged serious looks. Whatever they had uncovered, it clearly frightened them. When they finally prepared to leave I joked with Rat about attending classes more often. He laughed. Before he left I quietly slipped him a few pesos for food. Rat thanked me with a smile. The three boys then disappeared back toward Behala. At the time I did not understand the significance of the names they had searched. Later however I realized that José Angelico's death, the coded letter and Gabriel Olendres were all connected to a much larger mystery, a mystery that would soon place Raphael, Gardo and Rat in danger. Looking back now I understand that the boys deceived me that day. The computer search was never about a newspaper quiz. They were searching for the truth behind José Angelico's final secret, and that secret was only beginning to reveal itself.
My name is Olivia Weston and I work as the house mother at the Pascal Agula Mission School. Years ago I came to the city intending to stay a short time. Instead I met the children of Behala and chose to remain among them. Rat was so special. He called me sister or sometimes mother, and despite his tough life on the dump site he always managed to smile. One afternoon Rat arrived at the school with Raphael Fernández and Gardo. The boys looked exhausted and worried. Raphael's face showed clear signs that he had been through a frightening experience. Word had already spread throughout Behala that he had been taken in by the police and later returned injured. When one child suffers in Behala everyone feels the pain. The entire community had gathered around Raphael when he came back. As I looked at him my heart broke. Rat explained that he needed my help. According to their story, Gardo's grandfather had been imprisoned because of corruption and important papers needed to be delivered to him at Colva prison. Since I was a foreign volunteer they believed prison officials would be more willing to allow me entry. The boys looked desperate. I could not bring myself to refuse. Soon I found myself accompanying Gardo on a trip to Colva prison. Before we left however I realized there was a problem. Gardo's clothes were worn, stained and covered with dust from the dump site. The prison guards will never take him seriously. We stopped at a clothing store. To my surprise, Gardo carefully examined every item. He selected a complete outfit including shoes. For a boy who had grown up in poverty, he showed remarkable confidence and attention to detail. After purchasing the clothes Gardo changed, the transformation was incredible. For the first time he looked like an ordinary teenager rather than a dump site scavenger. His smile appeared brighter. His posture changed. For a moment I caught a glimpse of the life he deserved. As we continued toward Colva prison, I still knew very little about the mystery surrounding José Angelico. I did not yet understand why Raphael, Gardo and Rat were risking so much. I did not know about the coded letter from Locker 101. And I certainly did not know how deeply Inspector Raphael Cruz was connected to the secrets they were uncovering, but I was about to learn the journey to Colva prison would bring a step closer to the truth behind José Angelico's final message.
They found us.
The boys know they cannot stay. Grabbing their few belongings, they slip through the maze of trash and disappear before the officers can reach them. There is no time to say goodbye to anyone, no time to explain, only time to run. Rat leads them toward a crowded tourist district where hundreds of street children blend into the busy streets. Along the way, Rat cuts Raphael's hair to change his appearance.
There, now you don't like the boy they're searching for.
Eventually the three friends rent a tiny room high above a crowded settlement. The room is small, dark and windowless.
It looks more like a coffin than a home.
If we need to escape quickly, this might save us.
For several days they remain hidden. Their thoughts constantly return to José Angelico, the coded letter, the missing evidence, and the secrets powerful people desperately want buried. The boys know they still need one thing: Gabriel Olendriz's Bible, believing it may contain another clue left behind by José. Gardo takes a great risk. For 3 days he watches Clover prison. Finally he spots Marco, one of the prison guards connected to their investigation. Gardo carefully follows him and makes sure Marco notices him. Later he returns with troubling news.
Marco wants 20,000 pesos.
He could take the money and hand us over to Raphael Cruz.
Meanwhile, television news reports continue focusing on powerful political figures including Senator Zapinter. The boys become increasingly convinced that José Angelico's death was connected to corruption reaching far beyond Behala. One night Rat lies awake thinking about José. He wonders whether José hid the bag because he was desperate or because he had a carefully prepared plan. A week later Rat secretly returns to Behala without telling Raphael or Gardo why. There he visits the mission school. Father Juliard has always treated him kindly. The priest gave him food when he was hungry and cared for him when nobody else would. Rat feels guilty about what he is considering, but he believes helping his friends uncover about José Angelico is more important. After a long internal struggle, Rat takes enough money to help pay Marco for the Bible. Before leaving, he places a small drawing inside as a silent apology to Father Juliard. Later that evening, Rat returns to the hideout. He says little about where he was been as Raphael and Gardo sleep nearby. Rat lies awake beneath a blanket. For the first time since his adventure began, he feels the heavy weight of guilt. Yet he also knows that uncovering José Angelico's final secret may be the only way to expose the truth behind everything that has happened, and so the journey continues. The roads leading to the city graveyard are crowded. Families carry flowers, candles and photographs as they make their way through the gates for an evening of remembrance. Among the crowd are Raphael Fernández, Gardo and Rat. The three boys come for one reason: they want to find the grave, José Angelico's grave. Raphael believes that José may have left behind one final clue. If they can find his resting place, perhaps they can finally understand the truth behind the coded letter. Gabriel Olendriz and the corruption that has turned their lives upside down. Finding the grave is not easy. The cemetery is enormous. Rows upon rows of graves stretch in every direction.
We'll never find it.
Rat refuses to give up. After buying flowers and speaking with one of the cemetery guards, Rat manages to obtain directions. Hours pass by as the boys search the wealthy families around them. Barely notice their presence. Covered in dust and wearing worn-out clothes, the boys feel almost invisible to most people. They are simply street children. As darkness begins to fall, Gardo climbs onto a large marble angel statue to get a better view from above. He studies the cemetery carefully. Then something catches his eye. Beyond a tall wall, thousands of candles shine brightly.
Gardo.
I found it.
The boys quickly realize they have been searching in the wrong section of the graveyard. The cemetery is divided. One side contains the graves of ordinary people. The glowing sea of candles marks the resting place of poor. The three friends hurry through the crowd and make their way toward the other side. As they approach, the candlelight grows brighter. The sight fills them with emotion. Among these graves lies José Angelico, a man who risked everything to protect a secret, a man whose death set their journey in motion, and perhaps a man who left behind one final clue waiting to be discovered. With renewed determination, Raphael, Gardo and Rat continue their search through the candlelit cemetery, hoping that José Angelico's grave will reveal the piece of the mystery.